All right, back with another episode of Forgotten Souls of America. Back with a brother who came before. He back. He done got out of rehab. He clean now. Doing his thing. Done gained some weight. You know what I'm saying? You get your shit together, bro. How you doing today, brother?
Hey, I'm doing fine. Thank you, bro.
Word. Man, it's good to see you, man.
It's good to be seen, man.
I
It's
heard
good
that.
to be seen, man.
So how long you doing rehab, man?
I did almost 5 months, man.
Almost 5 months.
Almost 5 months. Yeah, and it was a prolific thing, man. You know, to be able to go from one stage in life to another stage in life like that. You know, but sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do. And they took me to the program. You know, and they like you know what I'm saying? Because I never would have went. But at the end of the day, man, I thank God that I went.
That's what's up. How you feel, bro?
I feel great, man.
Word.
I feel like I can achieve anything. My thinking clear. I feel great, man.
Word. Well, during your time in rehab, man, where you had time to sit back and think about everything. What have you got out of rehab that you didn't think you could, that you thought you could get out of the street?
That I can overcome an obstacle that I didn't never think I was gonna overcome. I thought I was stuck in a place that I could never get out of. It was that deep in my life, man. But when I went through it, and it was like I was kind of forced to stay there, and after a while it began to work itself out. Now, thank God, I don't even think about it no more. I feel good about myself, and now it's something that I'm not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You learn things that you're gonna do, things you're not gonna do. If you can do things, you know what I'm saying, that you want to do, then do them. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at on that.
So you saying if you know, cause I know when we did the first interview, you was like, yeah, man, I want to stop and da 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 da, right? So you saying if you didn't go to rehab, you probably wouldn't stop?
Probably not, because it was too accessible, man. You know what I'm saying? People looking out. Well, you think they be looking out,
Yeah.
giving it up, and then it begins to not to be fun. You know what I'm saying? Being drunk and high all the time, man, ain't no fun in that, man. But now, you know, I see things, even music sound better to me.
Right.
So, you know, that's where I'm at on that.
So you got a little more appreciation out of life.
Yeah, it's a great appreciation for life, man.
Cause the last interview you did, man, if you can remember, you was like, "Damn, I don't remember how it is to be sober."
Yeah, exactly.
It's life is boring. You remember you kept saying
now,
that?
and now I'm on the level that I can't remember. I mean, I don't want to never go back to being a user again, man.
Right.
Not saying it can be happen, but they got rehab, they got programs, man. They got a lot of things. You got sponsors. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a beaten record, but really it's not. Because I'm telling you, I'm proof of it, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went from 129 pounds to 159 pounds
Right.
in 5 months. So I thank God for that.
Right. To the naysayers, man. The ones who have seen your last video, and probably didn't think you would change, or people that you know that probably didn't think you would change, or just your friends, man, that want to change. Let's get back. Let's get on that. To the ones that you know that need change, man. What message do you got to them, like about going? How important is it to go to rehab, brother?
I promise you, man, it can be done. There's a lot of statutes and a lot of little rules and shit that you might not like, but I promise you, all the rules are implemented for a reason. And once you go through it, man, because I started to tap out a minute, because I'm hard-headed like that sometimes. But at the end of the day, man, you begin to see the progress in your life, and that's where you at, man. And
Right.
then you feel better about yourself. People say, oh, he looked different, he looked different. I thank God for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because one time, man, I didn't know if I was going to make it or not, and was not strong enough. You lose your self-worth. You know what I'm saying? I had lost my self-worth, my self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? All of that, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I got my self-worth back, my self-esteem back. I'm not going to see me, you know what I'm saying, God's will, dirty and getting high and running this and running that. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth your life, man. Your life is important, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about yourself first. You know what I'm saying?
Right. With that being said, man, because I ain't gonna take all your time, man. You have a message. If you can give a message out to somebody who struggle with drug addiction and deny rehab and say that they can do it themselves and never do it, what message would you give them? Because some people think that they're gonna get talked about for going, or they feel like that. What's the word I'm looking for? They feel like that
They're gonna be ridiculed.
Yeah, they're gonna feel like they're gonna be ridiculed and they can handle it by themselves and they don't need no help.
Man, you got to let it go. It sounds crazy, but sometimes you gotta let self go. If I'd have hung on to self, I still would have been in the same place that I'm in. Sometimes I had to say, fuck it. You gotta say, I'm gonna leave my house, I'm gonna leave my crib, my homies. It doesn't matter, man. What's important is yourself.
That's right.
Go get yourself right and get yourself clean, then you'll feel better. Everything that you think you may have lost, I guarantee you'll get it back in full and twice as big and twice as abundantly. I ain't lost nothing, man. I gained.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the little hole in the wall I used to have.
About to get a better one, ain't you?
I'm going to get a whole better one, but it's not going to be a hole in the wall.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a place of worship, a place of thought, a place of refuge, man.
Right.
It's always been about that.
Okay, one more question, bro. If you could tell somebody how important it is to go to rehab, man, to get off the bullshit, stop listening to what somebody think about you and stuff, so they can do it for themselves and their family, their children, because you lose a lot when you run around here on these streets.
That's right.
More than what you think you lost. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
In the 5 months that you been gone, you have lost a lot, but you gained so much.
I gained so much because out of all the things that I thought that I had on the streets, the main thing I was losing was myself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But listen to this. Rehab, man, will straighten your life out. I'm not being no advocate.
What rehab did you go to?
Rehab, I went to Goldsboro Doc Treatment Program.
Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At first I thought it was a kiddie camp. It was ridiculous. But the set of rules and all that stuff like that, man, it made a difference, man. It made a difference in me. My sobriety means more to me than anything. I mean, nobody's going to be perfect.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But where I'm at now, I can do the best I can do, man. Keep praying to God, man. Because God brought me a mighty long way. And that's what I got to say on that.
That's right.
Peace, man.
Hey, peace. Hey, man, but look, though, if you got a message to get them to go, what would you tell them, though?
Remember that you only got one you, and that's the most important thing you should concentrate on. You only have one you, and it ain't worth losing on the streets or none of that. It ain't no shame in going to rehab or none of that, but you have to be seriously minded about it enough to that.
Do you think people be scared to say they need help?
A lot of times, yes.
Why?
I think they kind of hold on to what they're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? They're comfortable with this and they're comfortable with that.
Right.
And you know, and it's no fault to nobody. I'm not here to say, you know, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that.
Right.
But it was comfortable. I was comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You thought you were living,
I thought I was living and I was dying.
Right.
I mean, you know, we all gotta go, but not like that.
Not like that, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate talking to you, brother.
Hey, man, if anybody want to find you, how can they find you?
I'm sure, man. I'm in between right now, phone numbers or whatever, man. But you can find me through you, man, through King, man. And I trust you, man. I believe you and I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. This ain't gonna be our last interview, man. We're gonna keep going and keep going, bro.
All right, man. Peace and blessings,
peace,
man.
bro.